this thing is really moving. Hopefully that airdrop are able to stop it and prevent it from doing anything worse. But scary moments. Nobody wants to flee their home, and nobody wants to think about the possibility that they may not be coming back to their home. But that is a realistic possibility that we all have to live with. And when we think about what Adam Kruger was just talking to us about, that the winds are going to be even worse, and next week here we go again, not as bad as last week, but pretty darn bad. It raises the possibility of this particular fire being moved into other neighborhoods, and it also raises the possibility that if there was another new fire, or perhaps a new arson fire, that fire could spread really fast. So while many of us sort of started thinking of today as into the recovery phase of this, we are still in the fire disaster phase of this, and let's hope we don't have more homes burning, but it's certainly a possibility tonight when we look at these images.
Hey, Adam, in terms of the wind gusts right now, what are we looking at? I know you just gave a report, but
sure.
Can you remind us?
Yeah, just there's a couple weather stations near there, and it's really nothing that looks too concerning to me. On average, between 10 and 20 miles per hour. So I would think that's something they can work with as far as the weather goes. And we don't expect it to get any stronger tonight or even tomorrow morning. It should remain on the low side. So we've got a little bit of weather good news there. But quite a situation on our hands here, I will say. And so, and this is why, we saw, and you mentioned it earlier, the new evacuation orders really expanded quite a bit off to the east and northeast of the Palisades fire, and this is the reason why. And so, we'll just watch. Again, I'll tell you as far as the weather goes, though, we're good. We're in a good window right now through tomorrow morning, even midday tomorrow, and then those winds, they start to ramp back up once again. And that's where we're going to get into a situation where we're concerned. We'll have red flag conditions most likely starting at the end of Saturday and going into Sunday morning. And then, I hate to even say it, but we've talked about it. Next week is another round, maybe Monday through Wednesday, another round of Santa Ana winds that are going to pick up. So right now we're okay. We're good for another, 12 or 16 hours, something like that. And then it starts getting a little worse late day tomorrow.
Well, that's why it's so important that they do have the aircraft up and they are able to fly, and we see water drop after water drop, and hopefully they can get a handle on this thing. And, we've said it before, but I think it bears repeating that when these fires have broken out live on the air and it looks so terrible, they have done incredible work really quickly and gotten those flames under control. We saw that with the Kenneth fire yesterday. That started in West Hills and burned toward Calabasas. We saw it in especially the Sunset fire. Remember that? That was a couple nights ago in the Hollywood Hills. And that just looked like that was just going to light up that entire hillside. And 0 structures were lost. And even the Studio City fire that we showed you live on the air, yes, that did claim 2 homes. And we're so sorry about that. But that one also looked like it was just going to light up that entire hillside. But quick work goes a long way. That's the moral of the story that I'm trying to tell right now. So let's hope that that is the case. Again, I know we've heard from a lot of you who have said that there has been some active burning of homes in the Mandeville Canyon. We weren't able to get that confirmed from LAFD, but we're working on that. I want to go over because LAFD issued the warning for this brush fire, evacuation warning. It's a long list. I'm going to read it to you. So there's 2 areas. This is a warning, okay? So if you're watching from this area, south border is Sunset Boulevard, east is Bellagio Road and Roscoe Mare Road, north is Mulholland Drive, west is 405, and south is Mulholland Drive, Sepulveda Boulevard, east is 405 north, Ventura Boulevard. West is Luis Avenue. So a lot of streets I just named, but if you live there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I wanted to make sure you know, and I'm sure you got the alert. We've gotten a lot of alerts lately, some erroneously sent, but this is one that was sent and it was not erroneous. And so this is an evacuation warning for the areas I just read. Of course, I've gone over the evacuation orders that are mandatory right now. This was issued about an hour ago. This one is: you must leave immediately, effective from Sunset Boulevard North to Encino Reservoir, from the 405 west to Mandeville Canyon. That one is pretty clear cut. And I know that we've again heard a lot from you on the other side of the hillside in Sherman Oaks and Van Nuys, and sent pictures that show just the night sky lit up. So it's a scary time yet again. This is the Palisades fire that we're watching, and it has just sort of erupted on this Friday night. And to Alex's point earlier, we thought we were in the clear going into the weekend, and that's not the case, because we were going to, go off the air at 8 o'clock and then come back at 10, but we just obviously we're not going to do that because of the situation that's before our eyes right now as the hillside is lit up. I'm sitting here on the desk, and I'm pausing because we get these news wires that cross, and so that's how we help deliver you the news. And I see it blinking, so let me read this. It says, this isn't urgent. This is from LAUSD. The district is announcing it will continue assessing conditions and provide a preliminary update on Saturday regarding air quality levels and prevailing conditions, and then a final decision will be made on Sunday, at which time schools will communicate with families. So we know that LAUSD has been out. They canceled classes because of these fires, of course, today and yesterday. As far as my memory serves me, I don't remember on Wednesday, but I know for sure Thursday, Friday, no classes, and now they're saying they're going to take the weekend to assess for Monday. And again, we just heard Adam say that another round of Santa Ana winds will pick up on Monday to Wednesday. So it's just back to back to back to back. It's a lot to deal with, especially because, right now our focus is right here in Palisades, as it should be, on the fire there, and yet in Altadena and Pasadena, there are hundreds who are still displaced because of the Eaton fire. And the Pasadena Convention Center, that's been loaded with hundreds of people seeking refuge as they've been told to leave their homes because of the Eaton fire. And that one only has 3% containment. This one here has 8% containment, and as we're seeing it sort of explode on this Friday night, you have to remember, you have to think about the fact that those containment lines got a lot wider, right? If you're going to have to put a containment line around the Palisades fire, and now that it's spreading as quickly as it is on this Friday night, that endeavor to contain this fire just got a little bit more difficult, unfortunately. So we are in contact with LAFD. We're monitoring them to bring you the latest information.